us to another problem. Because now you got a healed, whole, loosed, not loose,
Right.
loosed, very important with that ED on there, loosed woman.
Right.
But she's married to a jerk.
Right. Well, you know, that's funny, but that's I just wrote a book called Loose That Man and Let Him Go. It's kind of the male counterpart to Woman Thou Art Loose. And I wrote it because so many men were actually reading Woman Thou Art Loose and saying, you know, you wrote it to women, but we've been wounded too. Many men have been abused. They're victims of violence in the home, absentee fathers, abusive fathers, which greatly affects how men perceive themselves. And they were looking for healing. And I began to write this message. In fact, I do crusades all over the country called Manpower, because God does want to speak to the dysfunctions in the man and heal him until he is comfortable with his own isness, identity, as it were. One of the things that is challenging men today, women have changed, their expectations of us have changed. Masculinity has been redefined in this society, and men are really having a tough time figuring out what a man is. You know, we were told to be macho, and then we were told to be sensitive. Now we're trying to be sensitive without being considered wimps, you know. And so there's all of that confusion as to identity, and we're looking for real answers. And I believe that they're in the Word of God. Christ had the duplex nature of a man. He knew when to be a lion. He's the Lion of the tribe of Judah, and he knew when to be a lamb. And a man is perfectly balanced when he can roar when he needs to roar, and he can be calm when he needs to be calm.
That's good news, because I mean, there are times when you need to roar, and
you
can't
have to roar.
Absolutely.
You have to be able to roar. And I believe that balance or maturity happens in a man when he knows when to do what. Our problem is many times men are roaring when they need to be lambs, and they're lambs when they need to be lions. And we need to be able to mock Christ, who was bold enough to clear out the temple, but then he was sensitive enough to weep at the tomb of Lazarus. And we have to know when to be what.